This time in the garage, we're looking at Bring a Trailer from the most recent week.
Okay. First car.
First car.
This is me. 1956 3100 Chevrolet Cameo pickup with 454 and a 5-speed.
5-speed.
It's been owned for 28 years.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Bid to $39,750.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like enough, I guess.
It's interesting, the Cameo, because I took that at first to be a mistyping of Camaro.
Nope. So that's a styling thing they did on the Chevy trucks.
Yeah.
I think 56 might have been the first year. They did them for a few years.
It's colored with a white bit.
Huh?
Yeah, they're like
It's more like the
stylized.
cars. It's fiberglass bedsides.
As opposed to just like a flat, straight side.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
so
the
these
fender.
were the more fancy pickup truck.
I don't love it as a design feature.
Really? I like them. I like the way they look.
I mean, it's a good looking truck overall, but I think it would look better with just regular pickup sides.
And they look different every year that they did it. So some probably look better than others. I'm surprised does that seem cheap?
Well, yeah.
It didn't sell.
But it didn't sell.
No, I mean, wouldn't you think that would go for more or get more bids?
Yeah.
It looks pretty nice.
I don't know. It does look nice.
I would think it would be because these things were expensive at one point, right? It should be close. I thought it maybe close to 100 or 80 or something.
Is that a correct original engine, or is that something
Probably
somebody
not.
put in it?
Big Buck Chevy didn't come out till 65.
There you go.
I kind of like the Steelies
Yeah.
with fat tires on them.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the rears are a drag radial.
Mm-hmm.
They're certainly wider than the fronts.
And the 454 with the Richmond 5-speed.
It's definitely not bad looking.
Yeah. Well, I think
mean-
56 is a good looking Chevy pickup anyway.
Would that have been a step side bed?
The non-cameos, I
Yeah.
think they had fleet side and step side. I think.
I don't know.
Is that the original tailgate?
Uh-huh.
Weird. So it's basically just a metal box within the fiberglass bits down the side.
Yes. Yeah. So this is all. So maybe they were all step sides.
Yeah, I think they were.
And this just kind of covers up the step sidey area.
Yeah.
I wonder if all the Cameos have that cream colored inset, since that's, a Cameo is a light portrait on a pastel-y background.
Maybe. I don't know that I've seen a lot of them. Like I say, I think every year they're a little bit different.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Really nice.
not
Yeah.
a thing I dislike. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay, say,
I could
close to 100 for it,
see them not selling it.
but, which they did.
For that price.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just expect to see that at like 80.
Right.
I suppose that's the thing. You either want that or you don't.
Sure. I don't want it.
Well, yeah, I mean, so if somebody who's looking for one of those was on here bidding, then it might well have gone for 80. Although I guess it wouldn't have to. Well,
Yeah. But that's something I could see somebody going, ooh, I
Yeah.
got to have that.
Right.
So let's say there's only one person interested in a car.
I've always wanted an old Chevy pickup. That one's got a big block and a 5-speed.
On Bring a Trailer, if I'm the only person interested in a car and I bid something and that doesn't meet the reserve, do I know that doesn't meet the reserve?
You do when it ends.
So I wouldn't know that if it's not got at least two people fighting each other,
Right.
it may never get to the reserve and nobody would know that until it's done.
I think the seller is not supposed to say whether the reserve has been met. Sometimes you'll see them do some sneaky stuff, but usually they keep that quiet whether the reserve has been met.
I mean, it's been a long time since I bought anything on an auction site, but I think I remember on eBay, other than just like a buy it now thing, it would say reserve not met.
Yes.
till you meet the reserve.
Right.
So if I'm the only person bidding, I can just increase it by small increments until I don't want to pay that much, or it says reserve met.
Right.
It's kind of a weird way to run it.
I thought it said no reserve somewhere if they were no reserve.
It says no reserve.
Yeah,
on
if it's
these.
no
Idle
reserve
or something.
Yeah.
But if it has a reserve and you haven't met it,
Right.
it's not telling you that.
Yeah.
Right. If it doesn't say no reserve, then you don't know if it, or you
Right.
know that it has a reserve.
Right.
So you might think you're winning. You might think $38,000 is perfectly reasonable. I'm winning. Haha.
Sure.
Potentially.
Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool.
Or
It's nice.
$39,000.
Like the colors.
Yeah.
Now here's another pickup. Modified 1997 Ford F-150 Lariat.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Now we're talking billet grill.
If you take the noise that you made and make it into an equal amplitude groan, that's the noise I would make.
Huh.
Because that's pretty ugly.
What do you mean?
You think this truck's ugly?
I think it's hideous.
Hideous.
It's
even.
not a good era for Fords. To
Apparently
start
this
with.
was at SEMA.
My.
And then they've done things to it to make it terrible.
Apparently it was at SEMA in the 90s.
I could see that.
Definitely looks like a 90s SEMA build.
It would have to be in the late 90s because it's a 97.
It looks really
Mm-hmm.
good for a SEMA build.
Aren't SEMA builds supposed to be good?
There's cover of Hot Rod.
I mean, it looks like they kept it nice.
1997 issue of Hot Rod.
Brand new truck.
Oh, you mean it has survived the last 28
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
nicely?
Yeah, usually they park them out back and let nature take over.
Man, I would think if I built something for SEMA, either A, I would really love it, or B, I would try to sell it right away. Because having it park out back doesn't seem like a good plan.
Yeah, but I think so many of them aren't built very well. They're kind of just, I mean, you've seen the Bluetooth drive shafts, right?
No.
Really?
It's because you can't see them.
Yeah. It's a very popular thing with the big lifted truck mods that people
what the
do
hell is that?
and show at the SEMA show.
They don't put drive shafts in them.
Something people started looking underneath the big giant lifted trucks with the LEDs and all the crap on them. And you look underneath and realize it doesn't have any drive shafts because, well, you couldn't put a drive shaft in that thing.
It'd be at
The
too
angles,
much of an angle.
yeah. Or they've just don't plan on ever finishing it like that. And a lot of those cars are kind of hacked together to look cool while they're sitting there, but not necessarily function properly.
Well, I'm just against that anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going with the Cameo.
Good. It's definitely better than this.
Fair?
Yeah, I don't know what they were going for with the interior.
It looks like the theme was a Galaxy 500. So like a early to mid 60s Galaxy.
I was gonna
Right.
So that's Galaxy seats,
I thought they
looks
looked
kinda
like
C2
Mustangs.
inside.
center console,
Right?
and it says Galaxy 500 on the. I don't know why
It's
you
a
do that
terrible
to
theme.
a pickup truck, but
Yeah.
there you have it.
So you are also going Cameo?
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yeah, it is definitely unanimous.
It's only $12,000 though.
But I also like seeing those late 90s
The
custom builds.
grill's not bad.
I like
okay.
the bumper.
I mean, the front end of that truck's kind of not good anyway, but having
Yeah, those are the jelly bean.
having just a bar grill is better than probably whatever was in there.
Yep. Okay. 1984 Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe IROC RSR style race car.
I thought for sure one of you would pick this.
I did.
I did too.
I'm pleased by that.
Did you?
I don't think I picked it in my big
Oh.
list.
So bid to 53.7. I didn't look at this one, so I don't know how bad it is.
I haven't looked at it either.
That seems awfully cheap
Yeah.
for what this picture looks like.
Right.
It didn't sell.
Right.
It may not be done. I don't know.
It was built into an IROX RSR style car in 2005. Oh. It's got a lot of hot rod stuff in the engine.
It's got some actual racing history before they changed it.
Yeah.
It's got a Wevo shifter.
Mm-hmm.
Those are okay wheels.
Yeah, I like the wheels.
I really don't like the front. Like what they did to the headlights and the bumper.
I like the headlights.
I don't like the headlights.
Or actually the entire fender.
Huh.
Eh. I don't
Okay.
know.
Definitely a race car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it should be more.
Seems like it should be more.
It didn't sell.
I mean, if anything, if it's a running engine and a set of BBS wheels. Attached to a 911 shell, that should be 50 grand, I would think.
Yeah.
But also didn't sell at 53, so yeah.
It's interesting because I really like the color of those wheels, but I just don't like it on those wheels. But I like those wheels.
Do you?
I was just remarking that I find that strange.
Huh.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Oh, you think the Cameo is better than this?
Yep.
I guess they both didn't sell
Yeah.
for about the same money.
Right.
Well,
Was the Cameo that?
they didn't make it that high.
39.
But I like it better.
What do you think, Bear?
I like this better.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd change stuff on it.
Mason's got to kill one of his babies.
Oh, no, I don't.
No?
I don't know. There's stuff I don't know if it's the color. Not really sure. I don't really like this.
Do you think the fenders and the bumper are one thing?
No.
There's a lot that I would change on this.
Yeah.
I think that Cameo, I could just hop in and
Drive it.
drive it.
Cameo, I just put up for sale again.
That's ridiculous.
You'd have to at least drive into like the Der Dutchman thing on Thursday.
Sure.
Okay. Plus, there's this 2019 Porsche 935.
Ooh, I almost picked this. Pretty sweet.
13th of 77 built. Track only.
Yeah. No livery on it, which is odd.
Is that cone thing in the wheel part of the wheel or like a cover thing?
Wheel fan. It's a cover.
So that comes off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want it to.
Yeah.
I thought these were pretty sweet when they came out.
Very interesting, yeah.
Did not sell for $999,000.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they usually go for a couple million. Which is odd. I've never seen one out and about on the track.
Well, there were only 77 of them made.
Yeah.
Sure.
You'd think we'd see it at one of the...
Like a big
Vintage events.
HSR
Yeah.
thing,
What-
you think?
What's going on with that trailer?
What do you mean?
It's a landscape trailer. What do you want?
It's just spares.
So you don't get
It's
the
not hauling
trailer.
a car.
You just get the spares.
Oh, I don't know.
You probably get the
Maybe.
trailer for $1 million.
No. The pictured trailer does not accompany the vehicle.
Which is stupid because
It's
if
the stuff in it.
if that didn't sell for $1 million, that's like a $4,000
$2,000
trailer.
Right.
Like whatever, you can fucking have it. Who cares?
So, I mean, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not as cool as a real 935 though.
No, but it's pretty cool that they did it.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm there's something about the provenance of this that should make me like it, but I don't like it.
I think not having a livery on it maybe hurt it.
You think?
I think.
Which is strange.
Did
for
they
me.
all?
I don't know about all of them, but I think most of them did.
Porsche do them that way, or did buyers?
I think
Or
you
is that
could
something
order
you
them.
could select?
Yeah, I think you could order different ones.
Because not having a livery usually makes me like things better.
Right.
It didn't work for you this time.
I just, if that were $100,000 or $150,000, I'd be like, okay, that's whatever, that's fine. Why would I want to spend $1 million on a car that I can't drive on the street?
Yeah, that's fair.
Someone might let you.
Maybe.
I don't know that you get pulled over
It's
for it.
not.
It's got a plaid wing.
It's not bad looking. It's just, but I don't want it. So I'm Cameo.
Oh, I'm this.
Damn it, Bear. I mean,
You could buy somewhere in the neighborhood of
I don't care.
12 to 20 of these.
I don't want any of these.
but that's not even.
It doesn't have history.
Well, it's not really a race car.
Sure.
It's not really a street car.
Sure.
It's not a street car at all.
Yeah.
So
It's $1 million. I
Uh-huh.
at least.
think for my $1 million, I'd rather have a real 935. I do think they're neat, but
Who says I don't already have one?
I'm saying you don't have one.
Well, maybe I did.
Where
have
would
you seen his 935 somewhere?
where would you put it?
In my building.
Have you been to his building yet, Soren?
I have not.
We were at yours last weekend.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it though.
You didn't see us on your camera?
You're alive, and the roving killbots would have gotten you.
You had the doors all open for us to see. There were no roving killbots.
You were at the wrong building then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Cameo. I just don't see the value of this. You got to pick, Mason.
I mean, I hate saying Cameo because that's,
An old shitty truck.
and this is a rare exotic Porsche, not race car.
That has no purpose.
It has a purpose, but
Got
it's track
purpose.
days.
So you're going to spend $1 million on track days.
No, I'm not. Yeah, Cameo. Damn you, Bear Soren. All right, 400 powered 1967 Pontiac Firebird 5-speed.
Ooh, this was also on my backup list.
Was it?
This was almost on my backup list.
That's a good looking car.
That's a really good looking car.
It sold for $37,000.
That's a
Did
really
it?
good price.
That's a pretty good price.
$36,750. I was rounding.
Yeah.
I even like the wheels. I don't
So it's
mind
got a
the vinyl top.
replacement 400, but it did it come with that originally?
I don't care. I'd probably get an LS in it if I
Hard to
had
say.
it.
Take that back.
What?
Wash your mouth out with soap. How dare you?
Huh?
Because you're replacing a Pontiac engine with some shitty Chevrolet
Yeah.
engine.
Pontiac made LSs.
Uh-uh.
It's Tyrol blue, huh?
Oh, it's not black? Or was it originally blue?
That said it is. Oh, no. It's black.
Hmm.
I wonder what Tyrol blue looks like.
It's like he reads my mind, Bear.
Because I feel like I like black, but maybe Tyrol blue is worth keeping.
Nope.
It might be.
Nope. Definitely not.
So there's like a
Hang on.
greeny version of it.
There's one right there. It's ugly.
Oh, yeah, there's one right there.
I don't know.
No, black. Yep.
There you go.
Yep, they made the right choice. Wheels look good.
Yeah. Stance is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 5-speed. It's a big block.
It's got the triangular air filter.
Don't listen to him, Soren.
What?
He called it a big block.
Yeah, I don't think it can be because I don't think there is a small block to accompany it.
Who told you that?
That's the correct answer.
We have argued about this so goddamn much.
Got some rare brakes on it, too.
Yeah. This is a bargain for whoever bought it.
Yeah, I would agree. And, Firebirds aren't really my thing, but that seems pretty cheap for a pretty drivable car.
They're better than a Camaro.
It's pretty good looking. Well, almost everything is better than a Camaro. So I think I'm going with this.
Okay. Over the Cameo.
Yeah, just for the record, it's not a big block, but it is a big block.
It's not a very big block.
400's fairly large.
It's big displacement.
Cubes, man.
Very well.
It's not a very big block.
Plus, I think that's a good looking air filter.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Well,
Air filter and valve covers be the first thing that goes.
really?
Yep.
I like it.
Mm-mm.
I keep that.
Yeah. I agree with Mason.
Well, I'm voting for this.
Get that out of there, put an LS in there, get a proper engine in there. Away we go.
What are you voting for, Bear?
Don't listen to him, Soren. He wouldn't do it.
Firebird all day long, dude.
I personally think I would be, just for the record, loath to put a Chevrolet engine in a Pontiac. I'm a little pissed that Pontiac put Chevrolet engines in Pontiacs. Even
I'd get one out of a Pontiac.
I don't care about them.
I'd even get the big one.
Well, Mason, even though it doesn't matter, which one would you pick?
I think Pontiac.
I mean, it's sold for less.
Sold for a little bit less than that was
other
bid
one.
to.
Yeah, it didn't sell.
That's
for.
pretty cool.
It is cool.
If we had a truck section, that'd be my winner. But
I mean, if I woke up and either one of those was in my garage, I wouldn't be like, well, that sucks.
so out of all of those, the ones you guys picked as the best is a 67 Firebird, even over a 935.
Yep.
No.
Well, Bear didn't pick that, but we did.
I knew it.
Auburn Boattail Speedster replica by Speedster Motor Cars. Now, obviously, this is me.
I'd be very disappointed if you didn't pick this.
And obviously, you know why I picked it.
Why?
Because I like it.
Oh.
I like the shape of it. I like the swooshiness. It's
Well,
got
you're
side
supposed
pipes.
to pick things that you like.
Yeah.
We should just assume that you picked it because you
Sold
liked
for $65,000.
Sold for $65,000.
Yeah. And I don't think this off top looks good when it's up.
Nope, it does not. I'd take that out right away.
Kind of what the original looked like.
Yeah, I would just
Sort of.
hope I didn't need to use that. That would be an emergency soft top.
I think I'd chop the back of it about 2 inches.
Back of what?
The top.
Oh.
Yeah, like have it be lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would look better. I don't know if I like that steering wheel. I think I don't. But I do like the dashboard.
Yeah.
I like the
I like
dashboard
the
a lot.
interior.
In fact,
It's got that.
I don't know what that is.
Weird.
It's the LS out of my truck and transmission.
How strange.
So
And it's all covered up.
So those side pipes don't do anything.
No.
That's a little disappointing.
They never do.
There are cars in which they do
I
something.
mean,
Very-
two of
very
them go
few.
forward.
Very few do something.
All right. I'm a little disappointed by that.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Something you have to live with old cars like that.
Speedster.
They
How
got
much
it-
was this?
They got into a lot of fake stuff.
$65,000.
Ooh. Steering wheel
carbon
is
fiber?
terrible.
Wow.
And if
They
that
should
was,
have just made that leather.
or just like dark stained, close grained wood.
And more carbon fiber.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't want any carbon fiber anywhere in this fucking car.
Is that what the engine cover was?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I bought this, the first thing I would do is take all the carbon fiber out of it because
Oh,
that's
no.
fucking stupid.
It's not even carbon
It's not
fiber.
carbon fiber.
Well, I take all of
It's
the
just
things
got
that
a finish.
look like carbon fiber out.
Well, then you could give it to me and I could put it in my Tahoe.
Okay. That would be funny. But it's a deal. Also, I'd work real hard to have those exhaust pipes coming out the side be actual exhaust pipes coming out the side.
That would be cool.
Thought you hated side pipes.
I do on most things.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't on that.
Whatever.
All right. Next.
Hang on a second.
You want to see how close of a replica it is?
No, I know it looks pretty good. I'm just wondering. I can't remember what the top was supposed to look like. Yeah.
Oh, that's way better.
It's pretty similar. It doesn't quite kick up as much in the back.
Definitely better.
It is better. Yeah. Out of curiosity,
much better.
Is that one that's for sale or was for sale?
This one?
Yeah.
This is at a collection.
I'm just curious how much it cost.
And it doesn't have.
It's only got pipes on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just get rid of those fakey side pipes.
Anyway.
Let us go to the next.
I'm down.
2010 BMW M3 convertible. It's a dual clutch. It's not, crazy anything, but I think it's good color, good interior. And I would enjoy driving it.
How many miles are 59,000? I guess that's okay.
Yeah, 59,000 miles isn't too bad.
Also, and I'm sure it's a giant pain in the ass waiting to happen, but I like the hardtop convertible thing.
I don't know that those break that often.
Looks pretty good in the closed position.
Sure. DCT, huh? You're getting old.
Yep. I mean, I'd prefer a manual, but I could live with a DCT in that application.
Old Soren would live with a DCT.
I would prefer a DCT.
In your convertible?
No.
In any?
Yep.
Why?
I want to have it for a little while.
What does that mean?
I want to experience it.
So you want this you want this as a DCT so that you can see what a DCT is like?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just test drive one?
You could just
because it's going to be good. It's going to be great.
Seems like buying it to see what it's like is probably not the best way to go.
Because a DCT is an actual gearbox.
Because what if it sucks?
Right?
It won't.
It's an actual manual gearbox.
Amazing.
That the car just clutches and shifts for you, right?
No.
Say that again.
It's an actual manual gearbox.
No. That was an SMG.
That's the SMG.
What's the DCT then?
This is a dual clutch.
In the description, it says dual clutch twice, which I think is awesome. It says dual clutch.
It's 100% automated.
But it is gears. It doesn't have a torque converter and all that shit, right?
Correct.
It's a real gearbox. You just don't operate it.
Correct.
Which I feel like is better than...
So like an E46 M3 DC or SMG, you can convert to having an actual shift lever and a clutch pedal. This you can't.
Right. I get that.
Well, you just get a manual gearbox.
Right.
Or that. I think that's a pretty good car.
Okay. Doesn't sound great.
I think that I like the wheels.
How's that price, Bear?
I think that's fair for the mileage. It could be a little high, but not too much.
I mean, it looks to be in pretty good condition with a pretty good interior.
Yeah.
How do you think on that compared to the Auburn?
Well, I'm going to go German on this one.
Going with the M3?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the right answer.
That's the answer that I would have as well. Modified 2013 Subaru Impreza WRX 6-speed.
No, you said that right the first time.
Subaru. That is an awesome color.
What?
That's a great color.
Which one?
The dark green.
Where?
The car is dark green.
Huh.
I like those. I think that's a pretty good year. I love the color. The interior is not great. I don't love the interior. But I'm not going to love the interior on any of them.
So but you like the outside?
You love the little fake diffuser things.
Probably not enough. I'd probably take them off.
Like
That's
the
got-
carbon fiber fenders in the hood and the trunk lid?
Sure. No, I
Is the
don't.
trunk lid carbon too?
Yeah.
I
That's a
don't.
wrap.
I don't like carbon fiber anything.
That's why it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I was wondering, why didn't you just wrap the other parts of the car, dude? Questions for people out there?
Yeah. Question, Soren?
I can't answer that question because I didn't do it. But I love the green.
You keep the cob mounted to the dashboard?
No,
I mean, they do.
I wouldn't.
Where else would you put it?
I don't know. Glove box?
How is he going to look at it?
Why would you look at it?
It's got stuff.
Why are you changing things?
It's a
What?
Subaru. You got to
Oh,
get it out of limp-home mode and
that's true.
Stop it.
somewhat put the engine
Stop
back
it.
together
Keep
every
a
once in a while.
keep a real close eye on oil pressure.
That's why you got to look at it.
Surprised they don't have like a big 10-inch diameter gauge
I mean, I normally have that
oil
kind of
pieces.
to the left of the steering column on cars.
Your oil pressure gauge?
My additional gauge cluster thingy.
Oh. To the what?
Left of the steering column, so I can see it through the steering wheel, but it's not interfering with the gauges or my line of sight.
Uh-huh.
You know, you could make your Subaru that color.
Could.
Not you, Bear could.
I don't want to make my Subaru that color. I like the color my Subaru is.
You said you love that
You said
color.
you love
I
this
do
color.
love that color.
You can make it happen.
Oh, that's not even a carbon fiber hood. Why would you not wrap that green?
I don't know. Because you want people to see it's carbon fiber.
But it's not. It's just fiberglass.
Is it?
Yeah.
But you want people to think you have carbon fiber?
Well, that represents character flaw.
Oh.
It's a Subaru hood.
By that you mean it's actually just black fiberglass.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a fiberglass that's got a skin of carbon.
I mean, that's probably what all the other things are.
Right. Okay. M3.
Yeah. How much was that?
Don't know.
Too much.
Yep.
13,000 kilometer 1991 Alfa Romeo SZ.
It's a good thing you didn't use any of my secondary cars.
I am shocked and disappointed that neither one of you had this for the headlight game.
This
Well,
would be so easy, though.
I thought about doing
It would
this
be
for the
easy
headline
for
game.
you, but would it? Would you guess SZ? Would you remember that's called an SZ?
no.
But I decided not to use anything that I had in the headlight game in this, or actually the other way around. Anything that I'd picked for this, not to use in the headlight game. Anyway,
Yeah, but one of us could have.
you could have, but you didn't.
I didn't even know this was on Bring a Trailer.
Why?
Because you didn't look.
Thought you looked at stuff.
I didn't look at everything.
Well, that's your mistake.
I didn't look at everything either.
I did. So I don't think I'd want this, but I do think it's awesome looking. I like the wheels. I like the ridiculous shape of it. I like the three headlights on each side.
Yeah, it's amazing. Sold for $85,000.
I feel like these are still undervalued.
Yeah, I feel like that's not crazy money.
Like $85,000 seems pretty cheap for something somewhat, well, definitely rare. Italian.
This could have been on our gas station conversation starters list.
Oh
Yep.
man, conversations you would have with that one.
Because I feel like if I pulled up to the gas station and that, people would be like, "What the hell is that?"
They would absolutely be that. Yes.
I love how stubby the back is too. It's like they went, "We don't need more back.
Yeah,
Fuck it."
it's
I
great.
guarantee you'd probably get called Batman at least once.
It looks like a wedge of cheese from the right angle. Does the whole back fold down to get to the?
It's the spare tire carrier.
But is that right behind the?
Yep.
That's awesome. It looks like a micro tire with the same wheel.
No, that wheel was definitely different.
It's a wheel, not just like your standard stamped steel wheel. It's
Sure.
It's meant to look like those wheels.
It doesn't look like those wheels, but it looks like a cool wheel.
Well, like the wheels. Yeah, like a cool wheel. I'm assuming it came with wheels like that.
Hey, look, it's Didion.
Didion. I feel like if I had a shitload of money, I would buy this just because I think the way it looks is interesting. Because it's 85 grand. You know, if you are willing to spend $1 million on a Porsche you can't use on the street or in a race, I would definitely spend $85,000 on that because I can use it on the street and I can also just sit there and look at it.
Go up and down.
Laugh at myself.
Goes up and down.
I didn't know they did that.
Me neither.
Huh.
Is that a aero feature thing or a?
I don't know what that is.
It's got a mode for going fast and a mode for going over speed bumps.
Probably.
Or getting into the gas station without breaking the front off.
Yep, they are definitely interesting looking.
I don't think it would bother me that that's a kilometer car.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't expect...
Is that something that normally bothers you?
Yeah, that would normally bother me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why? You can do math.
Despite the fact that we should live in a kilometer place, we don't. We don't have the metric system here, even though we agreed in 1978 that we would.
I didn't agree.
Well, the federal government agreed to switch the country to,
Did you agree,
to
Bear?
metric and then just didn't do it.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Did you?
Yep.
In 1978, you were on that list.
Probably.
Point being, that was one of where we signed a treaty and then went, So
A treaty with who?
it's like, there's like an international treaty for measurement. We signed onto it in the 70s and then ignored it.
That sounds about right.
That's why the military uses metric,
Still.
but they refuse to teach it in U.S. school systems.
Yep. You'll
Anyway.
learn that in the military.
So that's all beside the point. It wouldn't bother me that that's a kilometer car because it's so goofy anyway. I think if I was driving that, I would just pretend I was in Italy or something.
Love the wheels.
Yeah.
Those are badass. It looks like a good interior.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Looks like a Corrado or something. I like it.
More than an M3 convertible.
Yep.
It's kind of an easy choice.
You don't see these every day. You
No?
do see M3 convertibles every day. Or you can find them pretty easy. 22 years owned 1965 Jaguar E-Type Series 1 4.2 Coupe in a lovely deep blue.
I think they call that stunning.
I love it.
Stunning blue.
Wire wheels.
Wire wheels with knockoffs.
Yeah.
It's just
Perfect.
It's just lovely. I'm not sure I would enjoy getting into and out of it, but I would look good while I was in it. I kind of feel like, I don't know if that car's fast or not, but it looks like it is.
It's fast enough.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And I'm not generally a fan of blue interiors, but that doesn't bother me on that car.
265 horsepower. Rated. That one's a little bit hot rodded.
Bored over and decked. Custom pistons. I feel like that's a pretty fair price for that.
123.
Yeah. I feel like it is. I mean,
Probably not bad.
it
I don't
all-
know what a Series 1. Series 1 sounds expensive.
it all looks pretty solid and not, decrepit.
Yeah.
We could see it running. Or listen to it running.
Gotta love positive camber.
Are you saying you want to hear it running?
We haven't done that.
Oh, it's
Okay.
these guys.
Yep.
That has such a good profile. Just like that profile is one of the best car profiles ever.
Yeah.
Even though that's not a huge or crazy engine, that profile says, here's an engine, and it has a guy with it to point it somewhere.
That's a big engine.
It's not huge. I guess it's
It's 4.2
physically
liter.
big.
pretty big for 1965, I suppose.
It's a 4.2 liter straight six. I mean,
Which looks great.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's taking up most of the front end of that thing.
Yeah, I guess it is. It is a long engine.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it crazy? That was Jaguar. And then you have 60 years. And now it's not.
Well, there's 60 years there, man.
60 years should give you plenty of time to make things good or better, or just not screw them up.
Huh?
Just saying.
Or that's plenty of time to screw it up big time.
Or just not screw it up. And all they had to do is not screw it up.
They didn't screw it up.
They've definitely screwed it up.
Huh.
Okay.
I don't know. The F-Type is good. Oh, boy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which one you pick?
I'm going to go with the red one.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't know. They'd probably be driven for the same reason.
It's rarer, I think.
Yes.
It's equally but differently striking visually.
Yeah.
That would be a car I don't know that I'd try and own long term.
The SE?
Yeah. Maybe a year or two.
I can't comprehend that. It would take me a year or two to get used to it, get its maintenance schedule into my books, and go
It'd
over
take
it.
you a year to do that?
Yeah. To become comfortable with it.
Okay.
Things need to be inventoried, Bear.
Yeah.
Yep. Red car.
Well, good, because I didn't want to pick. But I really like both of them.
Well, this is a 1999 BMW M Coupe from the Euro. Fantastic color.
Interesting.
Forget what it's called.
Is it Mexico green?
Maybe.
I think it is Mexico green.
Evergreen.
Evergreen. Yeah. There's a Z3 running around town that's that color.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it every time I see it.
I very nearly picked this one, Bear.
Did you?
I didn't pick this one because it's the sort of thing I pick.
121,000 miles.
121,000 miles sold for $81,000.
And that's an S50 B32.
I have no idea.
I
Probably.
believe those were. Yeah.
Nice. I mean,
like
that's
the
cool.
interior. I like the wheels.
Yeah. I was hoping it had that, but I wasn't sure.
Not much not to like.
So quite a bit more power than the US one.
Uh-huh.
315 versus 240.
That's a significant difference.
Mm-hmm.
That is 25% increase.
We never got a car with that engine in it.
So is that a kilometer car?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because it said miles. You said
Well, it
miles.
was converted.
You can convert them.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. That's the sort of color that I would never, if I was buying a new car, pick. But that if I was buying an interesting car,
Uh-huh.
I would be that's a color that I'd be like, yeah, give me that.
Yeah, I like it.
81,000 like it?
Where is it located?
Well, it's in the U.S. somewhere, I think.
So somebody else has done the importation because that's not a U.S. plate.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, I would just feel happier if I didn't have to deal with paperwork.
So 81,000 like it?
It is in the USA. Or at least it's in dollars.
It's in New Jersey.
I won't hold that against it.
Okay.
I don't know. 1987 325 IS 5-speed
Yowza.
for 55,000 smackaroonies.
Wow.
That is a base model E30, right?
It's an IS.
325 IS.
Well, I mean, it's
It's not a base model E30. It's an IS. And 325. Base model will be a 318.
okay, fine. But that wasn't a particularly special car at the time, right?
No.
Yeah. 87.
No.
Those were very popular.
It'd be like a 340i. Yeah. It wouldn't be, it's not like a.
It's not rare.
Right.
Yeah, okay. That's what I mean. It appears to be in really good
I
condition.
mean, it's more rare now, especially when that nice.
Sure.
Yeah, obviously.
26,000 miles. That's amazing.
It's 38 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe 39.
That'd make a really nice spec E30.
Why would you do that?
Huh? What else are you going to do with it?
Drive it?
Yeah.
Why would you? No, you wouldn't do that, Mason. you would have to commit seppuku. You'd be like, I can't believe I did this. I'm going to cut my own liver
It's
out.
still got Coswelling on the engine.
Better than I'd do with it. Put it on air ride, put a turbo on it.
You guys.
4 bay wheels on there.
You guys.
Okay.
Some DC racing coilovers.
Yeah.
I mean, I've owned one of
BC
those.
racing. Is it DC or DC?
That's what my spec E30 was.
Right.
Yeah, but your Spec E30 wasn't nice to start with.
It's all right.
It wasn't like this.
No, definitely was nothing like that.
It was. It was.
It was also 1/10 of the price.
It was fair.
No, it's way less than 1/10 of the price.
No, I'm sorry. I was just saying it was in the fair
Yes.
category of interiors
Yep.
and exteriors
Yep.
and whatever. I didn't feel bad about the stuff we did to that car.
Uh-uh.
I would feel bad about doing that stuff to this car.
Sure.
In fact, I wouldn't help you.
It at least needs lowered with some wheels on it.
I think you can just buy it and drive it.
With some wheels and it lowered.
That being said, I think it's too much money.
It's phenomenal.
I vote for the clown shoe.
Clown shoe
Yeah.
for $81,000.
Yep.
You don't think that's too much money?
No. I think that's badass.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go clown shoe.
Bear, what would your opinion be if it mattered?
Oh, for sure. This thing is way overpriced.
It is very nice, though.
$55,000. Wow.
I wonder if adjusted for inflation, if that's not about what it costs new.
It would have been a little cheaper.
Probably. I think they were around 30.
In 1987?
27, 28,000 probably.
Yeah, we're probably pretty close to exactly what it was new.
1990 BMW M3 sold for an extra of $10,000.
Huh.
60,000, 65,000.
Is that
That looks really clean.
fair? It looks like that's the wheels it came with.
It is.
Yeah.
How many miles? 114.
That's not bad.
And it's silver.
It is the most boring of colors.
I like it.
Quarter panel was replaced.
And?
That's unusual.
Oh, no.
Is it a gray interior?
What?
I was hoping it wasn't that.
Oh, it is.
Awful.
I don't know. It's fine.
Silver bison leather.
I don't want a gray interior.
Well,
I mean, the advantage on these, at least, is gray on that, is black most things except for the door panels and the seats.
Right.
that's fine. Very nice shape.
My truck has a gray interior. It's had the same gray interior for 20, 30 years or something, and I've just decided I don't like gray interiors.
Yeah, but that's
So-
gray.
VSR did the engine rebuild. That's good.
I suppose if what you want is a as it came M3, Well, there you go.
I feel like that's fairly cheap.
I would agree.
I thought so.
But it's a pretty boring color with a pretty boring inside color.
But it looks really good in that boring color.
I like it in silver.
You can see all the lines.
Yeah. I just think silver is not the most appealing color in terms of, getting money out of it.
It's not resale red.
Nope.
Just saying.
Okay.
I vote for the clown shoe,
Clown shoe.
whatever that is. I think of it as clown shoe.
Yeah, clown shoe.
All right. E30 M3.
Bear.
I'm gonna go with the clown shoe for an extra
20.
couple bucks.
15,000.
Yeah. 2005 BMW M3 competition package, 6-speed. Oh boy.
Was this go around the Bear does BMWs?
Well, I was gonna try and find all the overpriced ones.
Whoa. And you found this?
And then I found this.
It doesn't look overpriced.
It's
unless
not.
It's got a
Wow.
shitload of
It's
miles
got
or it's
a
broken.
decent amount of miles on it. It's a good color.
Yeah.
It's been
dark blue,
repainted,
right?
so I don't know. That probably didn't hurt or didn't help. 181,000 miles.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I didn't really read into the service history, but
What color is that?
I forget what it's called.
Oh,
It's got a clean Ohio title.
Well, he just had it repainted, I think. Yeah.
Finished from the
Interlagos.
factory in Interlagos blue metallic.
I guess that's Interlagos. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
good
think
blue.
so.
It's a really good blue.
And it's black interior.
And it's a 6-speed car.
Yeah. I think this is a phenomenal deal. As long as the maintenance and stuff is up to
That's the
snuff.
CSL steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's just got the one button.
Yeah.
What's CSL?
It's the thing. Didn't we look at one last week?
Yeah. We looked at CSL last week.
That doesn't mean I remember it at all.
Apparently.
Yeah. It was one of these that had that steering wheel.
Because
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of that steering wheel.
Yeah. I think it's a great color. I think I wouldn't be scared of the mileage.
Did these have
Yep.
rod bearing problems?
Mm-hmm.
Which is another reason I wouldn't be afraid of the mileage.
How many miles is it?
181,000.
So it should have blown up if it was going to.
Yeah.
Well, or they've been done.
Or they've been done.
done at least once, probably.
Yeah.
Magnaflow exhaust. Sure.
Huh.
But
Well,
I haven't even really been looking on Bring a Trailer for anything because they're usually more expensive than I want to
Yeah.
spend. But I think whoever got this got a hell of a deal. And I think it was in Ohio.
Yeah.
well, it had a clean Ohio title.
But
And it has a clean Ohio plate.
got a little something, something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. It's got a
Some
rear.
paint flaking off.
Yeah, someone put a rear body on or that quarter's been replaced. No, maybe not.
Looks like they backed into something.
Yeah.
Or something fronted into them.
Yeah. That's fine.
Shopping cart.
Whatever. 20 grand.
I'm unable to argue that this is a good deal and a great color and all that. But I like the clown shoe better. Even though it's 4 times as much. 4 1/4 times as much.
I like this better.
Ooh.
Think about what you're bringing to the showdown, Bear.
Well,
In fact, I think I like this a lot better.
I would probably actually buy this.
You mean
Yeah,
because it's not $80,000?
Right, because it's not $80,000.
And even if you had 80,000, you get a really cool, nice clown shoe. But
Right. I don't know how. I mean, I might keep that car for a while, but I think I'd probably sell it to someone. I don't know if you can get another 80 out of it. maybe good. I don't know.
I mean, this thing you could use and abuse and probably get 20
Close
out
to
of
20
it.
for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And yeah, I wouldn't be scared with the mileage. Probably got to put a couple grand into it anyway.
So which one are you going with?
I think I'm going to go with the M3.
I think that's a really good choice. And it's a competition package.
Right. Comp package, local, high mileage, no monies.
Yeah.
My kind of
like it.
car.
I like it.
Well, then don't close it.
Oh. Okay.
1996 911 Turbo. 38,000 miles. Lots of money. Great color. Some roof stuff.
Mm-hmm. Almost was on my list.
Yeah.
What's up with those headlights?
They're Porsche headlights.
They look like they've got... Look like LED lights almost.
I
They're
don't know.
Xenon.
Mm.
I think the slate gray looks
expensive.
fantastic on those.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a color that I like in general.
The roof bumper's cool.
Yeah. I am a sucker for roof stuff. Especially the wheels and the bumpers.
What's it look like on the
Uh-huh.
inside?
Fine. Roof steering wheel.
With 2 buttons.
Horn 1, horn 2.
Really?
I don't know.
I feel like one of those ought to be doing like, radio or something.
Yeah, it's had some service. That's definitely engine out. Especially the
52,000?
top end rebuild.
Yeah.
Wow. $52,000
Hmm.
in work. But they're asking $269.
Sold for.
Sold for
$270.
$269.
I mean, the miles are pretty low.
I don't think...
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't like it 13 times better than that M3.
I'm surprised it needed engine stuff like that.
Well, it probably just sat,
38,000.
you know?
Yeah.
It's what they do. They sit and leak,
Yeah.
and then you got to rebuild them.
Why wouldn't you go out and start it?
You got to drive them.
Well, you just drive it.
You got to go drive them.
You could have 100,000 more smiles on that thing and probably need an engine rebuild. But
Yeah. Really like the bumpers and the wheels.
yeah, there have been a slew of these things on here recently. I don't know why.
Roof 993s.
Just roof cars.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I picked one last week or a couple weeks ago. I don't know.
Okay.
I really like this color though.
All right. M3.
M3.
I'm saying M3.
911.
Well,
It's ridiculously priced.
It's 13 times as much as the M3.
It's really ridiculously priced.
it's really cool though.
Yeah.
You're definitely not just buying this to tootle around in.
I'd tootle around in it.
Yeah, but you're not going to buy it to tootle around in.
Well, I'm just not going to buy it because I can't afford it.
I also would tootle around in it. But, right, I'm not going to buy it.
I'd buy it if I could afford it.
I think you could drive that.
Yeah. Maybe not as an everyday car, but you could drive it on
I
nice
know I
days.
can drive it. I can't buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, can't really buy any of these.
Fair enough. But
I think
I
don't
think
know.
it's overpriced. How's that?
for turbo,
It's very expensive.
911, 993, last of the air cooled
It's the last of the air cooled.
with mods. I mean, which one do I think is cooler? This one
Nope.
for sure.
Which one are you picking?
Picking?
Yep.
What's that mean?
Which one of these do you want more?
Oh, well, this one.
Okay.
All
All right. That brings it down to Accord Super. Oh no.
A who?
What? Accord?
Honda Accord?
I've never picked an Accord.
Accord. not Accord.
Oh, I have picked Accords.
Okay.
A Firebird.
Really bitchin' 67 Firebird in black with
Yeah.
5-speed. 13,000 kilometer Alfa Romeo SZ
Oh, I'm Alpha.
for $85,000. Or a $270,000 Porsche.
Oh, we got to compare two of them. Just pick two.
Okay. 36,000 Firebird, $85,000 Alpha.
Alpha.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Firebird. It's a lot of good for 36 grand.
Yeah.
It is.
Final answer.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Alpha.
Firebird. Firebird, Porsche. Bear.
Me,
Yep.
kind of in a Firebird mood today. I think I'm gonna go with Firebird.
Soren.
No, I'm going to go with the Firebird.
You're going with the Firebird?
Yeah. Because it's not crazy overpriced.
I don't think the 911's overpriced.
I think it is.
I don't think it's overpriced. I think that's in the range of
I think it's too much.
what those go for. And I think you could drive that car.
You could
I'm
definitely
not
drive
saying
that
you
car.
would be capable.
I think I could drive that car just fine.
I'm saying you could get in that car and
You could
drive
drive
it
that
somewhere.
at least once a week, every week.
Yeah.
Except
I
for
know that
maybe-
You could drive that as much as I drive my M3
Sure. But
and be comfortable.
I don't want to spend that kind of money on a car that I'm not really thrilled with.
Firebird will definitely do better burnouts though.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well,
There it is.
On that terrible
I was
disappointment.
going to say I think I'm Firebird also.
Well, there you go. So it's not a disappointment.
We've already closed the other one.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys already picked the Firebird.
yeah, so it doesn't matter. But
Doesn't matter what I choose.
in terms of picks, but it does matter what you feel, since that's what this is about.
It's all about the feels.
Yeah. And I don't feel like that's terribly disappointing. I mean, I'm not a huge Firebird guy, but I'd have that.
I think they did good stuff. Brakes, wheels,
Yeah.
probably was there it's definitely lowered.
Yeah, it had some stuff on it. It had
mean,
subframe connectors
yeah.
and some other stuff.
It's got a bunch of stuff I'd do to it already done.
Yep.
And that seems really
And none of it's done
Cheap.
badly. It looks like it's done badly, at least.
Yeah. The thing looks badly done.
Well, I mean, that's the best you can do from pictures.
That's correct.
oh man.
So
Get a PPI. What?
Well, I forgot it didn't have an LS in it already.
It's got conies on it.
Oh yeah.
get a PPI.
Hopefully it never has. Yeah, get a pre-purchase inspection.
Oh, right.
I like a post-purchase inspection.
Let's watch the video after we've picked it.
Uh-huh.
It's a
very odd.
grandpa crawl.
I don't know what that's for.
Did it break?
Huh?
Probably
I don't
broke.
think it broke. Weird.
Why would you even insert that?
I don't
It's
know.
a drive-by. I think we should just say
Okay.
thanks for watching and like and subscribe and share and comment and all that jazz.
Cool.
Great job.